Can they stack up? Going off those names there, definitely. Now, guys, my ladder prediction for the Dolphins in 2026. So they came 9th in 2025, but in 2026, I project them to be number 6 to number 8. Okay, it'll be officially their first finals appearance in their tenure. They have the 4th toughest draw, okay, but their talent bump with Cobbo, depth with Snyder, and a new recruit in Knowles with minimal disruption in terms of losses, and obviously getting natural improvement from Katoa and some of the other younger boys, and particularly getting some forwards back with, as again I mentioned before, Gilbert, Flegler, and Plath. I expect big things from the Dolphins in 2026. In my eyes, their ceiling anywhere between 3rd to 6th if they can close out those games and maintain health. Their floor, however, they could be down to 10th to 12th if discipline and defense don't improve. And again, I've talked about this in our previous reviews/previews. The competition has so much transparency and it's so stacked that I could honestly see probably 6th to 16th, honestly, maybe 2 games away from making the 8. That's how good the competition is. And that is fantastic as a viewer, as a spectator, as an analyst, as a commentator, as a podcaster. Everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner. The quality of football in 2026, I'm projecting it to be absolutely outstanding, particularly now with this new interchange rule with 6 players total. We've had dilemmas in the past where an outside back goes down, a second rower goes in. I don't want to throw anyone on the bus, but I remember it vividly as a Gold Coast Titans fan. I'll quickly tell the story. I think it was against the Melbourne Storm, or it could have been the Penrith Panthers. It was one of the two, but we're at a home game. Jacob Alec-Winky had to get shifted to the centers. I believe Brian Kelly got injured, and then one of those two teams identified it straight away, and Alec-Winky couldn't catch up with the center. Bang, they scored after coming back from a deficit, and the Titans lost that game. Now, that situation now changes in 2026, now that we have the extended interchange. So again, you might drop a forward off and say, oh, hey, Trey Fuller, you're on. Let's say Asako, touch wood, goes down. Okay, you can chuck a guy like Avarillo to the wing, Hammer to center, and then Trey Fuller to the outside backs. You're not really losing too much. Or a guy like Nikorima goes down. Touch wood, doesn't happen. But again, Brad Snyder, you're up, you're in. Okay, again, we're covering more positions, so the quality of every single game should be better. That's what I'm saying, guys. The comp is going to be so close, and that's why every one of these podcasts, I'm really